Hello, everybody. We're live with the Burning Wheel. Welcome to episode 5, the Crow Inquisitors. Thanks you, everybody, for being here. Unfortunately, we do not have Adam with us today, but that is all right. Rest in peace, Adam. No, I'm kidding. He didn't die. He has homework, so yeah, we're gonna be playing without him today. Basically, he said that his character is going to be protecting the abyss at all costs. So that's what his character is gonna be up to. But it actually looks like we have an addition to the party. Our good friend Trevor Sigmund is going to be joining us in just a short little while as a very interesting character, but we'll introduce him later. So let's go ahead and start with the stuff we usually do. Let's introduce everybody. Their beliefs and instincts and stuff. Let's go ahead and start with you, David, if you want to do that.
Yeah. Okay. So, Dellon, his beliefs are the gods have minds above ours and should be trusted above all others. I'll find the heretics as the church is directed. And then the second one is Alfons will pay for what he did to our sister, even if I have to kill him myself. There's a little step for that is I will find a reason to report folly to the Inquisitor. And lastly, as I have been entrusted with a holy task, and I'll keep the ruffians assigned to it in line, putting Alfons in his place is the first step. Instincts never go... Wait, do you want me to do the whole thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Instincts are never go unarmed under any circumstances. Second instinct is if I'm to kill a man, I'll do it honorably whenever possible. And third, never leave a word against the gods unchallenged. I should probably change that to singular. Traits: disciplined, faithful, mark of privilege, tonsured, fearless, and then the various cultured based ones.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so be looking at that for fate points as we go here. Yeah, Alfons, Mr. Jared, do you want to read off your stuff for us?
Yeah. Just a second.
Still distracted by that.
I can't just fly into a poison ball.
Looks like Jared's distracted by a game.
Want me to just
How about Antonius?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead, Antonius. I'm going to read that off for us.
All right, beliefs. I want to get my life back, so I will prove myself by completing this mission. I feel personally responsible for Maddie's condition, and I will work to make sure she is cured. Maddie is the daughter of the blacksmith that
I was real confused.
Was poisoned by some magical smoke that came off of Cantarius' staff when he threw it in the forge while I was working.
Good job,
Who's Cantarius again?
You're so funny.
I don't want to be a horrible person, therefore I will rein in the bloodthirsty impulses of the other members of the party. The first step is to prevent them from harming anyone at the Abbey until we have proof of heresy.
It's a good goal. Well, I mean, technically, someone got hurt at the Abbey, but it wasn't any of the nuns, so I guess it's that.
Yeah, instincts. If I see something broken, I must fix it. I always believe I am right, and I always have a knife on me.
Very nice.
And traits. I am broken in, ambitious, and cynical. I'm a made man. I have hand-eye coordination, and I'm unlucky. And then I have cultural traits as well.
Cool. Alphonse, you ready?
Yeah.
Someone's mic is kind of ringing a little bit. I don't know if anyone else hears that.
I think that's
Antonius's.
Make sure, if you guys want to just kind of mute your mics in between you when you talk, that probably would help with all the background noise. But so yeah, Alphonse.
I'm just as good as Dellon, and I'll prove it by messing up his mission. I want to end the papacy.
So much sense.
So I will protect the abyss from us, and I want to restore my reputation by saving the abyss. Instincts: always entertain myself, always have alcohol, always make the situation worse. Traits: rebel rouser, drunk, mark of privilege, unlucky, tall tale teller, rapier, wit. The cultural ones: haughty, religious, and glutton.
Cool. Cantarius,
That'd be me.
bring it home.
I was spared for a reason, and I will administer my own justice. The staff is the key to figuring out what happened to my son. If I break it, maybe the bondage of my son's soul can be broken as well. I will always do what's right, no matter what anyone thinks. I will make sure that there is no needless death. If there is a confrontation, I take the lead. Always inventing something, never harm a child.
Cool.
Traits are
That went
rabble.
really well.
Yeah.
I know, right? Traits are rabble rouser, gifted, dreadful, intimidating, blind, religious, foreign blood, haughty, and gluttonous.
All right. Well, last time we left our beloved criminals, lots of things had happened, lots of horrible things, but we had a bit of a flashback episode yesterday, in which we figured out what Dellon had been doing the whole time, and let me tell you, it was a lot more productive than anything you guys did. So. So I think what we'll do is we can just go ahead and open up with that same shot as we closed episode 4 with, where Dellon rides through his horse kicks open the doors of that gate to the courtyard of the the nunnery, and breaks in. And breaks in and shows up in all of his glory and says, "You idiots!" And yeah, so there's several thugs from this group that's been attacking the nunnery, and Antonius is standing next to them. There's a guy bleeding from his throat in the middle of the courtyard. So, what does everybody do?
Are the thugs still advancing on me, or have they completely forgotten about that in the light of the guy coming into the horse?
I think everybody's just kind of like staring at each other. I think there's just this pause, this hesitation there. I think they've all failed their steel tests. Really, is what happened.
Momentarily before Dellon comes crashing through the doors, did the guards look like they were coming to get me? Once they had made it into the courtyard, they saw the guy.
No, not necessarily. I think they're just kind of confused because Alfons basically like gave them a distraction, and told them to like go out into the front, and he succeeded.
Wait, there's guards?
No. I'm sorry. Did I say guards?
Thugs.
I meant thugs.
Thugs.
Yeah. These random people who have been breaking into the nunnery.
Okay.
Yeah. They were like running out to the front because Alfons like pretended to be one of their number and basically told them, change your plans, like get to the front as soon as possible, like go around. And so Antonius sees them because
There must be a lot of them if that worked. That's dangerous.
There is about 3, I think.
About 3 coming toward the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there must be a lot in this organization for him to pretend to be one of them and then not be like, dude, we don't know you. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Not to mention the 30 arrows that came flying through the window all at once.
All right. So, what do I see when I break in? Because not everybody's here, right? And there are other people that I don't recognize.
Yeah. Yeah. You see three of those thugs or whatever, and then you see Antonius. There's also a guy on the ground dying.
Is it just Antonius that's there?
Yep, just Antonius.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
I
about the
misspoke when I said
blacksmith,
Alfons
his
and
wife,
Theo
and-
were there. Yeah, they aren't there. It's
What
just
about the
Antonius.
blacksmith, his wife, and Maddie?
You probably actually passed them, Dellon, on your way in. They were right outside the gate, that initial gate.
Okay.
They were
Yeah,
inside
yeah,
like the
about
nunnery, but not
the first
all the way.
courtyard.
Yeah, they were in the first courtyard. But I think you may have been riding and not really noticed them because they were kind of like huddled in the corner. So
Don't forget the dead nun behind the door.
there's also a dead nun behind the door. Yeah, you probably kind of pranced over
I
the
didn't
dead
do
nun.
it. Wasn't me. It was not me.
No,
Oh
Ah,
yeah, he
no.
breaks it. He calls everybody idiots. He's like, he looks at you because you're the only one he knows there. He's like, did you guys do this? Where are the others?
I'm standing with blood on my knife. What do you mean by this?
There's people here
And,
trying
okay,
to kill
can
the
we-
nuns.
Can we see the broken window from where we are, or is that how we got in?
No, you don't see the because the stained glass was on the other side. Of the-
Okay. I'm like the incapacitated guard, the dead nun. What is going on? What did you guys do? And who are these people? And he gestures at them. I assume they're armed, right?
Yeah.
How do they look threatening, Caleb?
Yeah. I think at this point they realize that you guys aren't with their group, and yeah, they're holding up their weapons at this point.
Are they
Since
wearing any kind of
their
armor?
swords? Nope. Well,
Okay.
okay. I think they have like leather, I guess.
Alright, I laugh in their general direction. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, so yeah, Alphonse, if you want to.
I'm thinking that I'm going to go and attempt to incapacitate the first one.
Wait, you're just ignoring me?
You broke in, but at this point, you're on my team. Do I recognize that it's Dellon?
Yeah, you recognize it's
Is he
Dellon.
glorious enough that?
Oh
okay,
yeah.
then
Oh,
yes,
you
he's on my
notice it's
team.
Dellon.
My team's here. The cavalry's here.
It's not
But-
raining. It's not raining anymore. It is still overcast and it's evening at this point, so it's dark. But it's not raining. So
There's
it's
the
not,
guy on the
yeah.
ground. There's the guy on the ground who tried to attack me after I found a nun who had bled to death. So I put two and two together. And these new guys coming in are probably on the side of the guy on the ground. Do they have any identifying features on their armor? Are they dressed similarly?
They're just kind of dressed in dark clothing. They don't really have uniforms or anything. Yeah.
Suspicious, just leather armor and stuff.
If you
Yeah.
tell Dellon what's going on, he will help you kill the thugs, but he needs to know what's happening. You don't have to fight him by yourself.
I'm just gonna holler, "Can you give me a hand with this?" and then go after the first one. The
Okay.
nearest thug.
All right. So this is just a bloody versus test at this point. So
Alright.
yeah, let's go ahead and
Galactic Republic. There's one. There's this.
and
If
rack
it's
up
obvious
that.
that they're gonna try and kill Antonius, then Dellon will help.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
It's pretty
how you
obvious.
Want to do this?
Yeah.
or-
Let's just do bloody versus. So let's
Okay.
let me.
There's only one of us roll
Oh,
for
wow.
bloody versus.
I flipped right to it. And then I lost the page. That's so sad. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so basically in the Bloody Versus test, both players divide their weapon skills, plus forks and other advantages, into two pools, one for attack and one for defense. Each player then rolls his attack pool and then his defense pool. Successes in the defense pool subtract from the opponent's attack successes. Extra successes in the attack pool do damage as described in the weapons chapter section. So, yeah, so
How do you do that with multiple people?
go ahead and like get your. Well, you're both just doing it.
Oh, okay.
Or wait a second. Let me look. Yeah, it's two sides.
Okay.
So
I literally designed this
Does that
character
mean
to
I
be good at
get-
bloody versus. So
yeah.
Does that mean I get? Does that mean I get bonuses from Dellon's?
I'm not sure.
Abilities?
Yeah, this is kind of weird. It's not. It's assuming weirdly that like there's only one person on each side.
yeah, I think it's assuming it's a one-on-one.
So do we just go right ahead?
So
and try
I
one-on-one?
think what we do then is just say like probably Dellon is making the roll and you're helping him with the roll, and then one of the guards is making or one of the thugs is making the roll and the others are helping him. So
Okay.
yeah, because Dellon has a G6 sword skill, so I'm assuming he's the one making the roll.
It's even better when I do bloody versus.
Yeah.
Let's see. Except that there's multiple people, so that won't help me. Can you give me 1 second? I need to know what the modifications are for offensive and defensive. Because I know I get one for higher stride, and I'm on a horse, so I use my horse's stride. So let's see. And I know I get 3 dice because of my armor. I have a longsword. Would you consider that a more appropriate weapon than whatever they're using?
No, they're also using long swords. So
Okay.
yep.
Mine is superior. I don't know if that was one of the things on the list.
Let me look.
I don't think it was.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah, I'm just going for the stride. Oops, that was the wrong. Okay, wait. Yeah.
Yeah, so you go ahead and tally up that pool.
Right.
there.
Okay. So, could you remind me which ones are specific for attack and which ones are defense and which ones are general? Because I know there's different requirements.
Advantage to bloody versus attack. Longer weapon. Shorter weapon when appropriate. Versus armor. +1 dice per point of VA, which is, I don't remember what VA is.
That's versus armor. That's
Versus
how
armor.
good a weapon is at destroying armor.
Okay.
Which we would have the same. So I don't know if we both get bonuses or if
No,
let's just
ignore that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then advantages to bloody versus defend. You would get. Yeah, I think you wrote that wrong, David, when you wrote it on there, because I'm pretty sure, because you wrote it to get 3 dice in bloody versus, right?
For what?
For the armor.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have heavy mail, not light mail.
Okay.
So-
Well, I remember I got 3 dice, but I couldn't remember if I was looking at the fight chart. Or if I was
Yeah,
looking
I
at
don't
the
know
bloody
if you
versus
did.
chart.
What do you have written on your character sheet? Like what kind of armor it is?
Here. I think I have it in my docs. I'll look. Because I think I was looking at the bloody versus, so I think it must be heavy.
You
But it
have
didn't matter because I didn't end up using that
standard
roll anyways.
plated mail is
Let's
what it
see.
says on there.
Oh yeah, right. It's on the thing.
Yeah, so it looks like you have the heavy mail then. So that's
Yeah.
that's +3 dice in a bloody versus.
Okay. And then what else is a defensive bonus? Oops. Anything?
No, it's just armor stuff. General bloody versus advantages. They can be applied to either pool. Higher reflexes, longer stride, appropriate forks. I'm assuming you probably have a higher resources or reflexes than.
Well, the number itself might not be higher. Let's see. Well, where's reflexes?
Why does this keep?
My reflexes is only B3. I don't know why.
Their reflexes are also 3. So yeah, never mind.
Okay.
So that doesn't do anything.
But the stride is higher, so.
No, you both have the stride. You both have the same stride.
But I'm on a horse. Horses have.
I
very
have
long
a-
stride.
Oh, that's true. Yep. So you have a longer stride.
I have a 4 in reflexes, but we're primarily going after his stats, right?
Yeah, but I am willing to give you a +1 dice for that. That's
yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you can add another dice for that.
Okay. And then I assume I get 1 dice just for you being there in general, right?
Yeah, he's offering a helping dice.
Now, are these all gray? Because how does that work?
That's a good
think that-
question.
I know that a gray help dice demotes to black if you're helping somebody with that stat, but I don't know if it promotes to gray if you're helping someone with a gray stat. I don't know. I mean,
I think it does. I mean, I don't think any. Yeah, I think it does.
Alright.
Just go with it.
Now, it said that forks were a general benefit, right?
Yes. Yep. You can add forks to the.
So, can I add my riding as a fork then?
Yep. Definitely.
Okay, I'm not going to do my brawling because I can't really punch people on top of a horse.
Mhm.
So, I mean, unless you... I guess I could kick them. Can I keep my brawling?
No.
I don't really think I need it.
Jared, real quick, could you turn the light on above the sink? Because then it will shine in your face.
Would I do that?
There's a little.
There's a string. on the
String.
light.
Yeah.
I see. It's all the way up in the corner.
I forgot to turn it on for you.
I may have knocked stuff off your shelf.
That's right. There you go. Now I can see your lovely face better.
Yay!
You should also aim the laptop screen down a little bit more because the other light is right in the. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. That's better. Okay, cool. Yeah, are you added up your whole?
Yeah, have we figured
Cool.
out if I roll gray or not?
Yeah, you can roll gray.
Alright, so this is for my attack. It said this is for my attack. Oh, there we go. No, wait. That was 1d. It's supposed to be 7d6. Let me try that again. 76. I mean 6, right? Yeah, 6.
You can put a.
Wow, I got 3 ones.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
That's still 3 successes,
That's
though.
3
'cause it's gray.
successes. Yeah. Wow.
It would have been none if I'd had a black. That's terrible.
Man.
Alright, now... Just for my defense. That's much better.
1, 2.
At least
3,
we're not gonna
4,
die.
5.
We might not kill them, we won't die. How does re-rolling 6s work in Bloody Versus? Can I just use a Fate on Sword and do that? How does that work?
Yeah. Yep.
Open-ended.
That's what it'd be. It would just be fate on sword. I
Okay.
think.
On my sword. Alright, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defensive successes and 3 offensive successes.
Okay. All right. So the
So,
pool. Yeah, the pool that
Elephant
he's
runs
throwing.
in, runs over us, and we're totally fine.
Let's see. It's bracket. What's the syntax
Yeah.
again, Antonius? Or
Let me
Josh? Antonius wouldn't know.
Yeah, no.
What the syntax?
Slash roll bracket. Oh, I remember now. I think.
Then... hang on. Yes. No. Maybe. Hang on.
Bracket
Squiggly,
exclamation point
6
less than.
greater than
Yeah, greater
3. Squiggly, exclamation point. There was an error with your formula. Please try again. Roll.
It's got to be greater than 4 because it's not gray shaded. So
Hang on.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it always goes 100, didn't it? Like when you said
it
greater
didn't.
than 4,
No,
it did.
it went
it
at
didn't?
the number. Yeah,
3, 2,
Oh, okay.
for whatever reason. So
Oh no,
yeah,
that's what it was. That was the
this
confusing
is
thing. It said
this
greater
is
than,
their
but
this is their attack
greater
pool.
than
Okay.
3.
Ooh.
exclamation.
It actually did really well.
Nice.
No.
Good thing I had so many
you-
different
okay.
successes.
I think it automatically rerolled the 6s.
If you had an exclamation point in there, it would. Since they yes, there are 5, so yes, it
I
did.
get you. Okay.
Yeah, the exclamation
But
point
yeah,
does automatically explode the
I'm not gonna
6s.
re-roll the 6s. They don't have any fate points, so it's just 3 successes for them. So that's their attack.
Okay.
And then their defense.
This is where we needed them to fail horribly because
And I'll
I didn't
take
get
it.
very many successes.
Don't put an exclamation point
Yeah,
in there
I
this
won't.
time.
Dang.
Two,
Wait, no, there's still one less. We still win.
2 successes. So, yes.
I got 3. So
You got 3
attack.
attack successes.
I
Yeah.
got
So
like 8 defensive.
so yeah, you do. So the way that works then. They got 3 attack successes, and you got 7 defense successes.
7 or 8. Let me double count.
I mean, either way, yeah. So they didn't do
Yeah.
any damage to you. You did 1 damage to them.
Yeah, 7
So
of them.
you apply the
Do you
wound
need my
result
weapon
as
stats?
per the weapon rules. It went. No, I think that just means it's an incidental hit.
Okay.
I think that's what that means. Let me check. Isn't this fun? We do math.
Math is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it's 1 or 2 successes. Okay, so it's 1 success over the obstacle, so it's a mark. So it's the power of your... So whatever your power is, David, equal to the wielder's power, and then plus whatever your...
My power is 2.
Should have let me make that hit then.
Well, I mean, I can't make the roll and then you make the hit.
No. No.
Unfortunately. I mean, I don't think. It's not really in the rules. But I imagine that's a little bit gamey.
Ah, it's fine.
yeah, I don't think... Do weapons add damage to attacks? Doesn't
No, I don't
would
think
Yeah.
think
so.
Okay,
so.
All right, so...
If you get more things than the... if you get more... They're add. Like, if I'd have gotten 2 successes, it would have gone from an incidental to a medi or whatever they call it. But
Okay, so yeah, it's a mark, so that's 2 damage. Let's look at what the guards have for
Guards
They're
or
combat
thugs?
thugs. Ugh! Why do I keep saying that?
It's probably better than 2.
Huh. I didn't actually write
Even
it
mine
down.
is better
Why
than
did
2,
I
and
not
I have
write
like
that
3
down?
fort.
Let's see. Do I have their?
I only have 3 forts, man.
we
Oh, I
still
have 4
their character
forts.
sheet?
Oh, look at you, all fancy.
Huh, I do have the character sheet still. Okay, cool. So
But
yeah,
depending on
it's
whether or not
it's
we're
a superficial wound for them.
okay.
Hmm.
Now, are we employing that thing that I read on the wiki, where it basically just means we win, or what are we doing?
And that's not what it says here. Really, it
It
just
doesn't
says
have
that.
any resolution in the book. It just says they take damage, and then it doesn't say what happens after that, like how you resolve the scene.
So
Just
basically,
Pathfinder
so
style and keep rerolling?
in the struggle, the losing side was wounded. Apply wound result per the weapon rules. Describe how you've bested or run off your opponent. The fight is over. So you didn't kill them, but they're running basically. So
Well, I mean, bested could mean like, okay, they're on the ground. And like that was.
That's an option too.
Yeah,
That's an
that was-
option.
But
that
this
was
is
what
the
wiki
thing.
said.
Yeah, and I get that, but like you only did a superficial wound to any of
Right.
them. So I'm assuming that you just kind of like started, you scratched them basically, and they just took off. Like they're like, nope, not doing this.
Right.
we're gonna
it says
die.
bested or beat them off. So I mean, you could have just scratched them and they give up, and they could be like, okay, now I'm gonna run you through. Like it doesn't suggest that you killed them. It suggests that you could kill them after you beat them. But I mean, we don't have to do it that way.
Well, okay, it depends. How determined are you both in killing these guys?
I mean, I'm more interested in figuring out who they are, so I'm not actively trying to like murder them as much
Okay.
as I am trying to beat them, and then once I'm sure that they're not going to kill me, to just like knock them out or
Sure,
restrain them.
then you do that, no problem. So they all take superficial wounds.
I don't want to.
Yeah, they all take superficial wounds, because you basically scratch them or whatever. But you just kind of knock them out and they're out. They're all out.
Cool. So he turns to Antonius and he says, "As you were saying."
I have no idea what's going on here. All I know is that we've got a little girl dying over there, and we're looking for a doctor, and all of a sudden there's dead nuns on the floor, and then this guy comes and jumps me, and
So he's like, "Okay, so you
these
didn't kill
guys,
the
and then
nun."
there's you, and I don't. Are you leading these people? You're not leading these people, are you?
Says, "Did I not just knock 3 of them out, or help you
Good
knock 3 of
point.
them out?" He's like,
Good
"No, okay, you're telling me you didn't kill the nun. You didn't
No,
break
I
in
did
here.
not. I did not
Didn't
kill the
knock
nun.
out.
I did not break in here. No.
I was coming to find the doctor because he's not in the village, and
Why
I
do we need
did
a
hear
doctor?
the doors are open. There's a little girl suffocating over there from some magic poison that was caused. Cantarius did something really stupid, and now there's magic poison, and she's dying.
Hey now.
I can't really say that makes any more sense.
Kentarius
but I'm
isn't
not
there,
surprised.
so you can't defend
Yeah.
yourself, kind of.
Like, I'm not surprised. Do you know where any of them are, or who these people who are attacking you are? I mean, are these
No,
cultists?
I have no idea who we're looking at here. I just literally came in, there was a dead nun on the floor, and then some guy jumped me. So,
He just kind of shakes his head, like, okay. So,
put two and two together
I
and you
had a
come out
run-in
with
with the.
knife.
Sorry, what?
So, we
What
put
did
two
you
and two together and I come out with knife. So,
I like that. It's like, well, I had a run-in with the cultists earlier, but these don't seem to be any of their number.
wait, so the people at the nuns aren't cultists. They're not.
As far as
They're
I
not
know,
heretics.
no.
Good. Good to hear.
I
We had
mean,
people were all up in arms. Let's go kill the nuns. And no.
What?
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
wait,
Doesn't make sense.
you guys had them in arms to kill the nuns?
No, well, that was, I guess, what I was assuming you were up to tonight. Is not killing nuns, because
No, I was up
we
to
last
capturing
talked
cultists.
and we assumed. Last we talked, we knew there were heretics in the village.
Yeah.
And that the abbess seemed to be entertaining heretical notions. Therefore,
That I wasn't aware of.
and you disappeared.
I did do that.
So I put two and two together and came up with sword skills. So, I mean,
It's
okay.
just, okay,
I'm confused.
we need to
If
find
the
the others.
cultists, if these people aren't heretics, where are the cultists? Heretic
Well,
people.
the ones I ran into, there were a number of them. They apparently escaped on a boat I
You
defeated
let
one
them
of the sword.
go?
They said they escaped, not that I gave them a ferry ride. He says I defeated one and managed to capture her, and she was being escorted to cell last time I saw her by one of the town guards. And then I conversed with them. They said that they saw a group, including one of the individuals I knew to be a cultist, leaving onto rowboats upriver. I went to see if I could find any evidence of them, and instead I found an unconscious guard and a breached nunnery. And I came here just in case they came here. But apparently that was all you guys.
Well, I have no idea. There was an unconscious guard. Where?
He's like in that tower over there, and he points to the tower across the bridge, which I'm sure you know. Which one it is.
I would assume that must have been the people in here who were. They were here before me. The door
They
was
don't
open.
seem to be the kind of knocking out kind. He says he was not dead, just unconscious.
I don't know. I know. I
That's why
do
we
know
need to
that
find
these
the
three
others.
came from in there. And I heard. Did I hear some shouting, Caleb, when Jared was busy being
Yeah. Mhm.
using his
Yep.
conspicuous? I heard some shouting coming from in there. Did I recognize the voice? Would that be a perception check?
Yeah, go make a perception check for us.
Awesome.
See if you recognize. Let's see if because you probably didn't recognize it in the moment, but like thinking back on it, you might be like, oh, wait a second.
Just out of curiosity, what's the difference between doing a perception test and an observation check?
Observation is against like specific skills like stealthy or inconspicuous, or like trying to find things that are hidden. Perception is anything else that's just like a simple you
Like passive.
notice this. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Because I know you changed it a couple times, and or you had me do different ones, and I was like, I'm not sure what the reasoning.
And I was aware of the difference there, so
Yeah, I figured. I just wasn't sure.
When I was having you make observation checks, there was something hidden, rather than like just something to notice.
Yeah.
Base ob.
Just make it 2.
2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey.
Nice.
You have 6 perception? Dang, son.
4. Okay, so yeah, you totally think, oh, wait a second, that was Alphonse's voice. What?
Wait, Alfons was, these guys came from in the building, and Alfons was telling him to run out here, and Alfons might be leading this group.
He's like, if anyone caused all this trouble, it would be Alfons. Let's go.
Oh
see
my
if we can
gosh,
find
that
him.
is the best conclusion to come to.
All right,
That's
let's.
fantastic.
Yeah, they were in that way.
So, let's cut over to Alphonse real quick. What have you been doing during this time, Alphonse? I know. Yeah.
We've literally just been sprinting towards the tower, trying to avoid being seen.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and make a. Let's see. Make a stealthy roll for me, and I'm gonna make some stealthy rolls for the nuns.
Okay.
Fortunately, none of you have stealthy.
None of us.
Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
How do I add stealth to my being learned?
You press the little add button that's below the being learned stuff.
And then type in stealthy.
And type in stealthy, and then figure out what skill it's based on. Stealth is based on skill, or on speed. So change that right underneath the name. Yeah, it's based on speed. So
weird.
Change that to speed.
Okay.
That's very
What's
strange.
the ob?
Make an observation check, Antonius and Dellon, and that will be what's. Because you're the only people who would notice this. So.
Are we helping each other? Do we both get modifiers?
Yeah. Did either of you have observation?
I have the skill, yeah.
You're muted, Antonius or Josh.
There needs to be a hotkey for this.
Yeah.
I have observation being.
Okay, so do you have another skill that might be helpful in this situation that you could add to Dellon's observation skill?
Mending.
What?
I need to take a page out of Cantarius's book.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Otherwise, I'll just have you both make your separate observation tests.
Jared. Ring. I assume this is you, Jared, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm not seeing anything particularly
Oh, that was
useful.
pro.
So that's the abbess and all of the nuns' stealth roll is a 1 success. So.
Bravo. Wait, so am I getting help from Antonius?
I don't think so. So just go ahead and make an observation
Moots.
by yourself, and
I'll do that.
yeah, your successes will be doubled.
I got 2.
So yeah, you your successes are double. Alphonse, go ahead and make stealthy.
So one of them falls over and
Stealthy?
knocks over like a giant, I don't know, thing.
Yeah.
They're all just running in a line down the path. The one in the back trips
Nice.
instead of dominoes.
They're just hauling it. And we're like,
Nuns.
dude, what are they doing?
Yeah,
We're basically
so
just sprinting at this point.
yeah, so they're just sprinting. They're not being stealthy very
I'm
much.
on a horse.
Alpha, the one in the back should trip and they just become dominons.
The one in the front
gosh.
should trip and then just monkey pile. Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, one of the nuns
know
does
Antonius
trip,
got
I
on my
think,
horse.
too. So
Like,
I stopped to help her up, of course.
So Josh, or Antonius, I tell you to get on the horse. I'm like, get on. We're gonna either run him down and kill him, or figure out what's going on.
Well, you can tell they're
Okay.
nuns, right?
Yeah, but he just told me that they thought the nuns were heretics, which I know that they're not part of the heretics. I know, but I mean, it could be more.
other heretics.
Seems unlikely. I mean, like they could be part of the same cult, and I just totally didn't get wind of them somehow. It seems unlikely because that's like a giant chunk of this population for a cult. But
Don't. Okay, I'll don't kill anybody till we can at least figure out what
the
Alphonse
other
is up
thing.
to.
Hey, Dellon, real quick, make a perception test for me, real quick. There's actually
this is
something.
also an excuse to justify killing Alphons. So and he's not reading into it too far, I don't think. Modifiers at all? Nothing, I
I mean, unless you can think of something.
see? Nope.
You could probably fork in observation, to be honest, because you can
Oh,
you
alright.
can fork in skills. So if you wanted to do
Whoops. Obstacle.
that, let's say 3.
Bam. Bam.
Bam.
I
Okay,
actually passed the
cool,
roll.
awesome. So you notice right before you like to go rush off or whatever, you notice that the guard that's dead on the ground with
You
his
mean
throat
Thug?
cut. No, I don't.
Okay.
He's the guard
There's a
that
dead guard too.
no, he's the guard that gave you a hard time right when you first came.
Oh. Wait, but when did he die?
Antonius
Oh,
cut his
dear.
throat.
You,
Because
what?
he
Wait.
jumped me in the courtyard. And
Yeah.
okay, dead
Wait.
nun. He jumped me in the courtyard. I put 2 and 2 together and came up with knife. So
Okay, I didn't realize we were talking about a guard when you said that.
That's why
We're
I
talking
kept.
about
That's
the
why I
thug.
kept misplacing my words and saying guard because, yeah, that was a guard.
Okay.
did I know it was a guard?
I don't think you did. No.
Really?
yeah,
They
I
don't
was
wear
gonna say.
uniforms?
Yeah. Or he's not wearing his uniform, but you recognize his face.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I
Oh,
don't.
well, I wasn't there.
Yeah. I mean,
during the
you
obnoxious
may have.
exchange.
Yeah, you may have recognized the guy, but he made a lot less of an impression on you than he did on Dellon. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
alright, one other thing, while I remember it, what was it? Nope, I lost it. Yeah. So okay, so you said as I'm leaving, I realized that, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. We need to hog tie one of those thugs we just beat up and throw him over the horse, so we have someone to interrogate later.
So you're gonna fit you, Antonius, and a hogtied thug on
I'm
your
a-
horse.
Big guy. Probably
He can sit on
larger
the
than
thug.
you, Dellon.
You can sit on the
That's
thug.
an option. I'll use the
really
thug as a
hog-tied.
saddle.
Yeah, it'll just make it more comfortable.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, there we go.
Whatever, they'll still be here when we get back. Who cares? If not, we'll just beat more of them up.
That should double their riding check.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be hard to catch you if you're running. And I'm on a horse. I don't think I don't know how I would have to roll to catch a running person on a horse.
Not necessarily
I
catch.
had to roll
not
to avoid getting
trip
hit
the
by
horse.
kids with stones, and I fell off the horse.
Well, yeah, but to be fair, you were being attacked. I'm just nonchalantly riding.
It's true.
with
Yeah,
3
anyways.
people and a trading.
Okay, so do you jump on the horse then, Antonius?
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay. And then, so
Yeah.
as we leave, I look down and I see the dead guard, and I'm like, "Did you kill him?"
He jumped me!
He just shakes his
And
head.
guards, old habits and all that.
It's like, why would he jump you? It's a guard.
Heretic.
He was spouting off blasphemies.
Like, did you know he was a god?
It was dark. It was dark. It was raining. There was a dead nun on the ground, and a guy comes at me through the courtyard. What else do you expect me to do?
Do you always stab people who come towards you in courtyards when it's dark?
Considering most of my experience has been prison break, yes.
I'll keep that in mind. We're riding as we're talking, by the way, towards them.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and make a riding test. And Alfons, go ahead and make a speed test for me.
I
I
mean,
assume I get some kind of advantage for being on a horse, right?
do you actually have the third hog-tied guard on the horse?
No.
Okay. I mean, does it really matter what I roll? Because the nuns are going to be slower than me anyway.
Well, okay. So you're just gonna stay with the nuns. You're not gonna go ahead of them. Okay.
Is there really any way I don't catch
So
them on a
I'm
horse?
gonna make the nuns make a speed test then.
Do I get a modifier for being on a horse? I assume, right? Trying to catch somebody who's on foot.
Yeah. You can get an advantage
Okay.
dice for that.
Thank you. I was gonna say, they better not get outrun by people on a horse.
All right,
It's gonna be
one
really-
one
hang on a
success
minute.
for.
Hang
All right, there we go.
Darn it.
All right,
Just thought of
so
something.
yeah, you caught them.
I just thought of something.
Yeah. What?
What?
Okay.
Okay,
Whatever.
so Dellon bolts past all of the nuns in front of. I assume Alphonse, you're in front, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm in the back.
Oh, you
I'm
are?
in the back
Okay.
of the group leading them. Like, be like,
Ushering
okay, we
them
need
forward.
to hurry. Yes, mush.
All right, how many nuns are there?
I mean, how many? Let's
I
see.
mean, like, are we talking like the whole?
Not like the
nunnery?
whole nunnery, but a significant portion of it, like 15.
Holy crap! Okay, never mind. Well, I mean, I guess do the same thing. I just ride in front of them and kind of block the trail, and I have my sword out and pointed at them.
All right, let's pop over to the map screen so I can kind of show you what this.
Do I notice that it's David?
I mean,
make perception tests.
Antonius is on the back of the horse, and I'm hard to miss. I also look exactly like you.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you notice him.
Okay.
Okay, so if you guys look over here,
Oh wait, do I get a routine riding test from that?
yes, you do.
Woot! I only need one more.
Go.
I ride my. Oh wait, no, I need difficult. Dang it. I ride up and down this hill area for a little bit,
No.
please.
No. Yeah,
Okay.
so they like went to like a secret entrance like over here. Like
Okay.
a wall, like a entrance in the wall or whatever, and then like went around this towards this path.
Okay.
And yeah, and then they're going down the path. So I think you catch them right as they're starting down this little hill.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
So can I kind of cut them off right there?
Sure,
In
yep.
sort of like a.
Yep.
Okay. Why is it doing? No, my mouse is over here. No, it's like 2 inches to the right of my mouse. Whatever.
That's weird.
Anyways. Yeah. So he pulls his sword out and points it at whoever's in front. He says, "Hold it there."
I just
look
marched
over-
straight up to him. I'm like, about time you got here, Dellon.
So
Oh,
he points the sword in Alphonse's face. He says, "What is going on here?"
I'm protecting the nunnery from a bandit attack. What does it look like?
Well, Antonius said that there was suspected heresy going on here.
Yes,
So
and
are
I
you protecting
You
nuns
were
or are
telling-
keeping
you
with
were
heretics?
Boy, you were shouting at the guards, telling them there were people out in the courtyard where I happened to be standing. I assume you were sending them my direction.
Number one, didn't know you were here. Number two, I can't fight, so I had to bluff. Number three, I'm protecting 15 nuns. Yes.
Do any of the nuns say anything?
None of the nuns themselves say
None of them?
anything, but the abbess actually, and you can
Right.
tell by the markings on her cowl or whatever. But she
David
steps
needs to make a steel test.
she steps forward. Oh no, David doesn't.
I'm
Dellon,
pointing a sword at their faces.
yeah, Dellon doesn't need to make a steel test for this.
Oh, me? Oh, I thought
no.
you said the abbess.
Alphons and Theo
No,
both
no.
made steel tests when they first met the abbess.
Can I
We
please
both
make
get
a steel test? Please, I have 8 steel.
Sure, make a steel test. Because
Thank
the
you.
abyss is really beautiful. That's the reason that
Okay.
you'd be making a steel
What's
test.
the obstacle for this?
What was the obstacle for you guys? You remember?
I don't remember.
I think it was like.
I think it was 6.
Was it 6?
I don't think it was 6. I don't think it was that high. I think let's say 5.
No, it was a 4. It was a 4.
Okay, 4. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought it was a 4.
I could actually fail this. It's possible.
Yeah, make it
I
a
mean-
4. So
Roll up
Oh, I
and
didn't
find
fail.
out.
Why did it add more rolls?
I have no.
Oh,
Oh,
steel's
because
open-ended?
yeah, it open ends. Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
man,
got 8
you got
successes.
8 successes. Whew.
I don't even notice that she's there. Just kidding.
Yeah, so yeah, that doesn't phase you. You kind of notice in passing that she's beautiful, but it doesn't phase you whatsoever.
Okay.
So yeah, so she kind of like goes up to you and she says, "Holy Knight," and she like nods respectfully. She's like, and then she kind of notices that like you and Alfons are like identical twins. And she
double
said,
check.
yeah, she says, I
Discount double check.
am kind of confused here. What is going on?
Just you're confused?
Caleb, I explained everything to her earlier. She just didn't believe me.
Exactly. So that's why she's asking Dellon.
Yeah. He's just like, you're confused?
Being
And
the
he
one
looks at
with
Alphonse, he's like,
credibility.
he looks at Alphonse, he's like, on the way here, I found an incapacitated guard. Found a dead nun. Found a dead guard, though I already know who did that.
The abbess
I found-
pales when you say dead nun. She's like, no. Someone was dead?
Said there was a body by the gate, yes. He says, and I was attacked, well, Antonius was attacked by three thugs, and now you're fleeing with somebody who Antonius said you were informed was a suspect. You need to explain to me what's happening now, or this is going to end very badly.
Well, I, of course, came here to investigate, and through my investigations found them to be innocent,
Uh-huh.
and then we were attacked by these people, and now I'm trying to do my duty and protect them.
Great. That answered maybe one of my questions.
What else are you asking?
I want to know why there was an incapacitated guard. I want to know why there was a dead nun. I want to know why
Okay,
where everyone else
I
is.
flexed my arm. I'm like, do you think this could incapacitate a guard?
And then Theo's actually there. Theo
yeah.
pipes up and says, "Yeah, that was me.
The nun or the guard?
The guard, not the nun."
So how did the nun die?
Probably the people who fired like 300 arrows through the abbey windows.
300.
Wait.
There were 300 people in that abbey that they just didn't notice.
3 thugs could not have fired 300 arrows. There's probably people still back there.
Okay, to be fair, it was more like 30.
We need to turn the horn. We need to go back. We need to go back. There's people still there.
What, you want to go back towards 30 archers? That seems like a bad idea.
There
got
are
everybody
innocent
out,
people
didn't we?
still in that building.
We got quite a few people right here that need protecting, and that's the abbess is probably who they're here for. So
All right,
they're
so in
gonna
that
come
case,
looking for her eventually.
he puts his sword away. Well, he probably wipes. Well, no, it was a superficial wound. Never mind, he doesn't wipe blood off. He puts his sword away, and he's like, okay. He looks at the abbess, and he's like, what happened? Why were you guys attacked?
I don't know.
Or wait, did she just tell me she didn't know why that happened?
No, she didn't say anything about it.
Okay.
But yeah,
'Cause
she
she asked me something.
she says, I don't know. We were in the sanctuary or the foyer, and suddenly the shattered the stained glass was broken and arrows were flying through it. Someone was attacking us, and I have no idea. I've never seen them before in my life.
Okay, she said she's never seen them before. Like they don't live here.
Well,
or would she not know?
I like the people that she saw. She didn't see anyone she
They're
recognized.
not. They don't.
But again, she
live
doesn't
here.
go on. I mean, she's an abbess, so she doesn't
Right.
really go into the city all that much. So,
Right. Well, I mean, they don't do like.
except
they
for
don't-
heretically preaching on the street.
except for recently.
Well, okay, two things. They don't go out to do like charity work or anything, or like help people out. Or anything.
No,
I would
not
almost
really.
expect them to be pretty active. Okay. No,
They
no biggies. And the other one-
mainly like do like art and crafts and stuff like that, and make wine and stuff like that inside the nunnery, and then like sell
got a
it
really nice
out to
building
the
for that.
outside. So
Fair enough. Second question: heretical preaching on the? I'm confused. Excuse me. What is this?
Did Antonius say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
heading
Antonius,
to
say it out loud.
So guys,
Alright.
I think the meta conversation here was going in that direction, but the game conversation was not. So that would not have been something I would have said out loud.
Fair enough. Sorry, what?
I'm just gonna say, Josiah is actually watching us right now, and he said, tuning in, and the first thing I hear is dead nun. This is gonna be good.
Yeah.
So.
Like, okay, well, I've heard enough not to kill any of you, but now we need to find.
Josiah.
Is Cantarius the only one we don't know where he is? I'm like, where's Cantarius?
And we're gonna cut right back over to Cantarius now, since you said that. Thanks for that segue.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so we cut back into Cantarius, and he was standing right outside, right over by the stained glass windows, looking in.
I didn't see him.
No, you didn't.
Ooh.
I think,
I'm
yeah.
blind. You didn't see me.
That's clearly how that works.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So he was over here?
Yeah, I'll go
Or
to
over
he was over here.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
we were
okay.
here,
I
fighting three
I
thugs,
can't see any.
beating
Oh,
them
yeah,
up,
yeah, you were
shouting
in the
at
middle
each
there.
other. With the dead nun
While you were
here.
doing that, Cantarius, like the last thing that happened with Cantarius is he was just about to go inside the building. So I'm assuming he was inside the building before any of that happened. So
Wait, is it the building where all the arrows came from?
no, where they were okay. So the archers were right here, shooting inside the building through the stained glass windows that they had shattered.
Wait, but weren't we right here?
Yes, but
I
by the time you got there, they had already gone inside.
So now they're inside,
Yes.
and Cantarius is going inside.
Yes.
That should go well.
Yeah.
We
So
sent the blind guy after the
oh yeah,
archers.
definitely.
I didn't know
The
he was
blind
there. If
the
I didn't
blind
know he was
guy
there, I would-
with you didn't know that he was there. He was already inside by the time you got there. So yeah,
He's got a crossbow too. doesn't he?
Cantarius, yeah, he has a crossbow he doesn't know how to use. And he's chasing a bunch of archers. So yeah, Cantarius, please inform us of what you're doing.
I mean, I'm chasing down the archers.
Yeah, so
and,
the last thing I
going
think
Darkest
that
dungeon.
yeah, the last thing that happened with you was that there was a woman with a bow that you saw and
blind.
she or heard
I
or whatever. Like
heard.
Okay.
she
Instinctively knew was there.
I guess you didn't know it was a woman then, but yeah, one of the archers was like standing there or whatever, and you intimidated the crap out of her. Basically, you made it seem like you were like one with the night, and you were like some sort of like demon coming to kill her. And so yeah, she Peter Pants and ran. So well, he has a really high intimidation score, man.
What is it?
6.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so that's his thing.
Impressive.
Yeah, so Connor.
Apparently, being blind makes you really scary.
But yeah, Connor, you should move into the camera so we can actually see you.
My bad.
And yeah, what do you do? What is Cantarius gonna do? You're just chasing them down?
Yeah, I'm just gonna chase.
Okay,
them down.
cool. So speed tests. Let's do some opposed speed tests here.
Okay, but yeah, I am also still intimidating them.
Ooh, what's
No, that's
this?
fine. Yeah, your intimidate score still. Your intimidate test continues to ride. So that will continue to work until the situation changes drastically.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm
Caleb,
quoting
what's
Darkest
this tower
Dungeon.
thingy?
what?
No.
Tower thingy
What you looking
to
at?
the south. I'm picking it, but it's south of what we were looking at.
Oh yeah. That's the tower that they were headed towards. You don't know what it is, so
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, that's
Darkness
fine.
holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen. And now, the darkness has its hold.
So yeah, that's
And now the darkness takes hold.
I was gonna say I don't think darkness
Black
is a
is
clock.
night.
so she
Like that.
she has 2 successes on her speed test. So go ahead and
Are you just chasing this poor woman?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not chasing the woman. I'm chasing all of the archers.
but they're all running away from you. So
All of them are running away from you.
yeah, he had a really good intimidation
Okay,
roll.
Batman.
Yeah.
You know.
That's awesome.
Where are you? Here.
Basically, like, she said, demons are coming to kill us! Run!
Yeah.
And then
Wait,
they all
They all
ran.
just believed her?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently.
Hey. I'm a
Okay,
scary
well-
guy.
Wait, where are they going? They're in a building, aren't they?
Yeah,
Or-
they're headed further into the building, like towards like the sanctuary and the places where the nuns sleep. Like there's a series of hallways and stuff there.
Is there a way for them to get out back there? I guess I wouldn't know that, but
Yeah, that's you automatically succeed with that then, Connor. So you
Sweet.
catch them. What do you do?
you caught the dog. Now you got to figure out what to do with it.
I mean, they were attacking the church, right?
Yeah, they're attacking the church.
Yeah, I'm going to
Lay
Don't
waste.
kill them.
Batman
I'm
it,
thinking
man.
of a way,
Hang them from gargoyle statues.
yeah, I'm thinking of a way that I could capture one of them and make the rest of them surrender, and then one by one just pick them off.
Wait, do you know that there's 3 of them unconscious in the court? No, you were inside already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
no,
never mind.
I was on. I was. Well, yeah, no, I was on the inside. Yes,
Yeah, okay.
I never went through the courtyard.
Oh, alright, fair enough.
The Maddie, the girl that I poisoned, she was in the courtyard, so I did not go in the courtyard.
Gotcha.
Are
we just leaving her behind, by the way? Is that... I mean...
No,
Yeah,
her
like-
parents are there. Her parents are there. She's fine.
Right, but I mean, is she, like, gonna die soon? Or...
I don't know.
Okay, I guess I wouldn't have any
That
idea, and my
so-
character
yeah.
didn't have...
That
so,
was the reason we were coming
I
to the
do-
nunnery in the first place.
Can I do
Okay.
some sort of brawling test, forking in anatomy, to
Definitely.
Batman?
yeah, to Batman it and grapple one of them.
Please rename that skill to Batman before you roll, before you roll it.
So you're just gonna like try to grapple one of them?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to grapple one of them and be like, "Yo, I got your friend. Put your weapons down."
Okay. Yeah, sure. So you just kind of do the nearest one.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm not sure if you probably don't really know who exactly that is because you're blind and you can't really tell.
Good point.
So yeah, you just
I'm
go
probably
ahead
not
and
feeling around too much.
You grab him, and he's like 7 feet tall and 400 pounds.
Oh, hey.
That's what's gonna happen if you fail the roll.
All right. So modifiers. What do I do for a 6 anatomy? Forking in that. Is it just one?
It's just
If you
the
got
one
7,
modifier.
it'd be 2, which is why they don't let you get 7 at the beginning.
So it's
Okay.
one. It's one modifier. Nice. You should have waited
Yes.
for the obstacle. Well, okay. So
happy.
let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's and let me go to the roll screen again.
Oh.
Anyway.
It's
Wow.
yeah. So no successes. Yeah. So you
Yay.
you grab like what you can kind of tell as okay. So actually, a quick question first. Do you think this would count as a sight-based agility test? Because technically, I think you get a +2 ob for this because you're blind.
I mean, I guess, but aren't they like screaming and stuff?
Well, I feel like if you made a hearing test,
if you make a hearing test as a linked test, you can make that down. But to be honest, it doesn't matter now because even with the 2, that wouldn't have succeeded. But even with that +2 ob, you still succeeded because you got a 4. Against,
he got-
and he got 0 successes, so it's just a 2. So yeah, so you,
So blind gotten me into trouble, so pay for me for that. Anyway.
okay.
Does it count as getting you in trouble if it hurts your roll, but it doesn't matter in the end? I'm curious mechanically if it.
I think it's just narratively whether or not it
That's what
gets
I
you into
thought.
trouble.
Okay.
So
Darn.
I don't think that really counts in this situation.
So I
But okay, so you grab this guy and you can kind of tell just initially grabbing him that it's like a younger male. He screams like a little girl when you grab him.
Like
Snap his neck and
teenager,
disappear into the
like
shadow
a
again.
kid.
So am I not sure that it's a guy then?
No, you know it's a guy.
Okay.
He screams like a girl, so he's
You're a girl.
You
what?
can
What's going on?
okay, so you can tell that it's a guy screaming like a girl. Like you could
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. I do have magical hearing. So.
Yes, you do.
Anyway.
So what do you do?
Why are you making circles in the ocean?
Why aren't you? That's the real question.
That's a good question. The sea monsters are coming.
Release the Kraken.
Whoa.
Connor.
It's getting closer.
Connor, what is Kentarius doing?
Yes. Oh, I yell at them and say, "Yo, I got your guy."
That's very Japanese of you. Yo.
I'll be back.
I got your
10
man.
seconds.
I got your man.
10 seconds.
Is that better?
Well, you have a. I'm pretty sure you have a Serragon accent. I don't think you have a Ticoni accent.
Oh.
So just say it regularly. Say it how you would say it.
Hey, I've got your man.
And then I think you hear a bowstring being pulled taut. And then
That's
you
not a demon.
you hear a feminine voice say, "What? You're not. I thought you were. Let him go." This is a girl talking, but she has a very deep husky voice.
Cool. Why is that funny?
So nobody knew where Cantarius is, right?
No.
Nobody knew that you were here. Did anybody know you were here at all?
No one did. Not a single person.
Crying out loud. Alright, well, I guess we're not going to ride in at the last second and kill all of them. There goes that plan.
So what do you do, Connor? You have the girl is pointing the arrow at you.
Start a fire.
You can make another intimidation check, but it would be on a different basis, because she's now seeing who you are. And you look like a crotchety blind guy, so...
Too bad you don't have your sorcerer powers from the other RPG where you can bend light.
That'd be pretty cool.
Which was also a really intimidating character. I feel like there's a pattern.
Hey now.
You're a rock star.
At least when I try to be intimidating, I'm not cute.
Ouch.
What?
It hurts.
Anyway, what do you want?
The girl is pointing an arrow at you.
Okay.
What do you do?
Are you gonna do anything?
Okay, intimidation then, again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Do intimidation.
I didn't think it mattered.
I mean, otherwise she's gonna probably try to shoot you. That's kind of how that works.
Oh, I can't see it. It's fine.
What you can't see can't hurt you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
That would be the best magical power ever.
And if you were blind and you
Yeah,
had that
exactly.
power.
You just drop off cliffs all the time and you're just fine.
I had that idea for a character once. The character was if you believed that something would hurt him, it could, but otherwise it couldn't do anything. That'd be
Caleb,
fun.
can I factor in Reed? Can I fork in Reed?
Read?
Why?
To know her emotions.
That's empathy.
No, that's not what that is at all.
Wait, you have read as a skill?
Yeah. Isn't that great?
What?
He got he got blind in the middle point of his life. He hasn't been
Oh,
blind his whole
okay.
life. So
Okay,
He can sort of shake the book and hear the words fall out of it.
Yeah. Anyway, so I got
okay,
three.
so yeah, intimidation against her. Yeah, you need to ask me the ob, Connor. The ob for that test was actually a 3, so you succeeded. So what's the basis of your intimidation this time though?
I want everybody to drop their weapons and surrender.
Okay.
I think he means what are you saying to
Yeah,
get him to
but
do
like,
that?
how are you doing it differently?
I will kill him, and you will not be able to kill me, and I will kill every single one of you if you not put your weapons down.
Cool, awesome. All right,
Except
yeah.
I say it in a very cryptic manner.
Okay, so I think what happens is the girl like immediately drops her bow, but then you hear a guy behind her, like an older man, saying, "What are you doing, you idiot? Why?"
I mean, to be fair, oh sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
I put my I kind of strangle the guy that's in front of me. Like, don't do that.
He's just a kid. We don't even need him. Why did you bring him along anyway? And then you hear
Make him
another.
squeal a little more.
You hear a bow being pulled tight.
Connor, what happened to Never Hurt a Child? Oh, man.
He's not a child.
Oh, he's definitely a child. He's like
Is
6.
he?
I think to you he would count. He's like 16.
Oh,
And I think you notice that more and more
Crap.
as you're holding him. Like you notice that he's like squealing like a young teen.
well, darn.
I think it might almost be more intimidating that a blind man just chokeholded a person than the fact that he's planning to kill this guy. Because I mean, normally blind men can't
Yeah.
come into a room with 30 armed people and chokehold somebody.
Yeah,
Like,
that was kind of what we were going for earlier.
okay.
Just because it was like, it was all dark and stuff like that. But they could tell I was blind by the light.
Right.
And so to them, I was just this blind guy who just shot at them with a crossbow.
I mean,
And
you
I
missed
said,
though.
Yeah, well, I missed, but I said, curious is the trapmaker's art, his own efficacy unseen by his own eyes. And so I was just kind of like, yo, I'm a blind guy, and I almost just killed you with a bow.
He's like, that was a warning
So-
shot. I'm gonna kill you next time. Kind
Yeah.
Of thing. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Okay.
Find the bow past the bowman's ear.
Past the bosun's ear.
Bosons.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Okay, so yeah, there's an older gentleman behind you, like still pulling the string taut and pulling the bow at you.
Well, I mean,
His will was 4, so
Nice. What was the will of everybody else?
I think 3 as well. So you hear a couple other bows drop. You don't know how many exactly there are.
so
Cantarius.
it was just him that dropped his bow, or is just him that hasn't dropped his bow yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that affect him at all? That everyone else is like, oh, we don't want him to die. Like we're putting it down. Because before he
Yeah.
was just yelling at the girl, but
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
What exactly? What are you talking about?
I was just
Oh,
wondering if he's reacting to the fact that everyone's putting their bows down. Because originally he just yelled at the girl, but if they're all kind of like, oh, we should
Yeah,
not-
yeah. I think he's kind of yelling at everybody, and he's like, "What
Okay.
are you all doing? We don't need him." And then you hear the woman say, "If we let him die, we are no better than the church. He is
Amen to that.
he is
I mean,
he is one of our own." Did you say that?
No.
Okay. She says, "He is one of our own. We can't kill him. We can't let him die. Put down your weapon."
Do any of them have half circles on their bodies?
Connor is lying.
Yeah,
Cantarius
I'm
is
lying.
blind. You can't tell.
I asked them. No.
No. But okay, so they
Wait,
they drop.
Did
He
any
drops
of
his
the thugs
bow.
do that?
No, they
Any of
didn't.
the thugs have any of that iconography?
Mhm.
Okay.
They drop. The last guy drops his bow, and then
Nice.
the woman says, "What do you want from us, blind man?"
What was your objective here? I had a
All
feeling.
right, let's go ahead and take a break there, so Connor can think of what he's actually gonna do here, because it's at the hour mark. So yeah, we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so for some more Burning Wheel. Right back at you. So stick around.
Okay.
We'll be right back.